Good afternoon from Marie at Messium Creations. I'm hoping you are well. And wondering if you had the same crazy day weather that I've had. So we started with freezing literally and a bit of snow, and we've ended up with gorgeous sunshine. I've been out on a walk with friends. It's been fantastic. So no complaints from me as to bank holiday weather. Just thought I'd hop on, and I'm continuing to play with some of the retiring sentiment sets. So I've got, here's a card. I think I'm probably going to use the happy birthday from there. But then also I've got a number of different sentiments in Many Mates. So I might just go with that happy birthday, but we might go thanks. Let's just see what happens. So they're my sentiment sets, and I have cut some card bases. One of those is bigger. Let's just trim that one down. So the spaces that I'm stamping on are 9.5 by 13.85. And that allows me space to have a matte layer as well as a card base. So I've selected Seaside Spray and Pretty Peacock, which are from the retiring colours. So if you love those colours, don't miss out and buy them now. And with Terracotta Tile, which is one of the retiring colours, I thought I'd put Pumpkin Pie with it just to see what happens, basically. I like mixing it up with the colours sometimes, to see how they go. So let's get stamping. Oh, hi Ali. I've had a lovely Easter. Thank you. I trust you've had a lovely break as well. Got out on a canal walk eventually today. We'd planned to go out at 10, but it was snowy and dull and horrible. So we went out at 12 and got the sunshine, so it was fantastic. I've also got a few different types of card base here. I suspect with the shimmery white you can't see the shimmer on the camera, but this is shimmery white. I've got very vanilla and basic white. So they're the colours. Shimmery white is one of my favourites, but just gives us a bit of a mix. And essentially what I've done is I've taken a selection of elastic bands and basically wrapped them around a block. So you can do this in any order that takes your fancy. It's quite nice to have some thicker ones if you can get hold of them. Luckily I think my postman must have dropped that thicker one the other day. And let's start, let's go with Pumpkin Pie and Terracotta Tile. So what I'm going to do is create a kind of design down the side of the card by inking that block and then in essence we just need to add a sentiment. So it's just a really simple way of crafting. I'm going to clean that off a little bit because I used the terracotta tile first. Again, a chamois or any sort of wipe will work to wipe off the excesses. Got to remember I've just re-inked my pumpkin pie. It is possible to do this without getting too messy. I've been playing, so I've got a little bit of messy finger. Going on. But yeah, we've been quite fortunate with the weather, I think, this weekend in the end. So let's have a look at that Many Mates set. So we could just do a simple, You're Just So Fabulous. It's got a real nice mix of sentiments and fonts as well. Just wondering, you're just so fabulous because you make me smile. So these smaller ones can be added with any of those larger ones. So it's quite a nice way. Excuse me while I just mount my... Oh, no, too small a block. And I think I might do it in pumpkin pie. Not sure if I'm going to put the You're Just So Fabulous quite central. Fingers crossed it's straight. And I'm going to put the Because You Make Me Smile lower down. Actually, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put the Because You Make Me Smile in terracotta tile. In that bottom corner. So you could do as much or as little of that kind of elastic band technique as you like. It also works quite well with using something like, as I've got it in front of me, I might just add it. So any sort of long detailed stamp. I'm going to add that in terracotta tile. Gotta love it when I've got random stamps sat on my desk. I was in process of thinking about what swaps I was going to do for a swap group, and so it happens to be sat there. So no idea how this will look, but hoping it will work. There you go, just adds a little bit more interest to the card. So I did that in the terracotta tile, but you could do it in either or. Then I've got a pumpkin pie layer that I will cut at 10 by 14.4. It's already at 14.4, so perfect. And then I think it will just need a little bit of bling on there, won't it? Let's do a card base. I'm going to cut it long ways at 10.5 and score at 14.85. 14.9 if you Jane, you snuck in there. So then we can add that. Let's just quickly, whatever your favourite glue or tape is. Oh, another seal down. Obviously not an animal sealer. Seal tape. And I've been seeing, oh, which way am I going? Let's go this way. Lambs in fields, Jane. Have you started lambing? Or are yours a little bit later? Oh, do you know what else I'm going to do? It's always got it sat on my desk, is my Trio punch. Terrible thing is, there's 3 punches on there and I only ever use the corner one. But I just like to round the corners and it just makes it look a little bit different. Oh dear, we're doing well today. Another stamp and seal comes to an abrupt end. You can guarantee now I've only got stamp and seal plus. That's fine. It'll still. Oh, it will. If you use it properly. We're just going to layer that on there. So that's the terracotta and pumpkin pie. I think I might do the very vanilla actually with the oh, I like it. Living in the chalet. So it's a busy old time now. Oh, of course you had the triplets the other day, didn't you? I know that you had lambs. So essentially, I've chosen to use a D block, but there's no reason why you can't use a bigger one or a smaller one, and there's no reason why you can't go over more of the card. I generally don't have elastic bands unless the postman drops it, so I'm out there like a little forager when the postman comes along. I remember the day of having lots of elastic bands around the place and making elastic band balls, but not so much now. So, oh, actually I'm going to stick with Pretty Peacock and add oh, how about on that thing you did, I'd give you a standing ovation, but here's a card instead. So all the sentiments are on the last chance list from the 20. Oh, right. Guess where there's a sentiment going to go. This is the only thing with using rubber bands is you do have a tendency to get it on your fingers. So we need a nice, let's use some of these last chance. Whoops, a daisy. I'm going to put a nice big look, and then that's our secret. Don't tell a soul. But what I'm also going to do, what you can do with blends pens, is actually inking. So I'm going to do a couple, happen to have the Pretty Peacock Blends pens. I'm going to let them dry a bit before I put them on. I think on this one I might just use some champagne rhinestones. Should I have them? Oh, no. Holiday rhinestones. I've got pretty pumpkin. Pumpkin pie. I'm going to put some pumpkin pie. Use the medium size ones. Dot them around. There you go. Bit of pumpkin pie on that one. So yes, holiday rhinestones are quite handy because they've got navy, Coastal Cabana, shaded spruce, I think that is real. No, that's not real red. It's cherry cobbler, I think. And pumpkin pie. That was testing my brain. Then I'm very careful. Oh, actually, I'm not going to. I'm going to stick this on the paper before I. If you put your sentence on before you put your layers together, you just cause yourself a confusion in sticking it together. Do my card bases the other way around. I'll cut it on the short side and do it that way around. Yeah, cannot believe how beautiful today turned out. I'm hoping it is with everybody and you're not seething there as you're not sat in sunshine. So, one white one there. I bet it is overnight. Whew. It has gone really cold overnight. It's beautiful British weather, you know. You never know quite what we're going to get from one day to the next. You couldn't have forecast it if you tried, could you really? So there we go. There's a couple of cards there. So I've used the Very Vanilla on this one and the shimmery white on that background. So you can see a slightly different colour, and if I did one on basic white that would be far brighter white. So Pretty Peacock and Seaside Spray and Terracotta Tile with Pumpkin Pie. And as I say, I've just created that pattern, and you can just create any random pattern by just wrapping your elastic bands round any block, kind of in any pattern. It's always, I find it quite nice to have a thick one if you can get one, just to give a bit of variety in the kind of stamped image. But bear in mind you do get a little bit messy, so do be mindful when you are making cards that you don't stick a big thumbprint, but hopefully it's just an excuse for an embellishment. So thank you, Carol, that's great. I hope that's perhaps a new technique to you and you'll maybe give it a go. So thank you very much for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Take care, enjoy the rest of your day. Bye bye.